Smoke, baby.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another one. It is cold today. We got that Arctic blast coming through, and we're on the way to this new property. We trapped this place last year for I've been trapping it a few years now, but I put it out last year. I brought y'all along on this trap line. It's cold. I don't have as much wax dirt made up as I thought I did. I got about I don't know, 3 or 4 gallons. I got about 3 gallons, maybe 4. And but what I do got is a block of peat moss I sifted, put in a barrel up in my attic 2 years ago. I don't trap with peat moss very much, but I use it. I always have some put up for situations like this if I run light on wax dirt. But I've got some dry dirt I was going to make wax dirt with, so if we have to, we're going to use some of that, mix it together, use some of that, and then just sift the top with my wax dirt to keep it working, because we got dangerously cold, you know, below zero temperatures coming the next 3 or 4 days. It's going to be in the single digits. We got like 3 inches of snow coming 2 days from now. You know, so we're expecting some pretty crappy weather, but critters are going to be moving great. So the last thing I want is these traps freezing up. So really got to pay attention how I set these sets in this old wet ground, because we just got all that rain. So I know the ground's going to be wet too. That's just ingredients for a disaster. I got the 4-wheeler with me, so once I get unloaded off the truck and get headed in the woods, I will get the camera on and we'll see what we see. I hadn't been back on this property on the back, like out here, since last trapping season. Like, I left in February, so I don't even know, you know, how everything is, what they bush hog, what they haven't. So we'll get in here and do a little scouting and pop sets in where we think's best. So stay tuned, guys. What we got is thick, growed up stuff. Perfect habitat for deer bedding. Perfect for deer bedding. You got a lot of deer trails in here like this. They're coming out here, but those predators will hunt those too. And I'm not gonna set right in it, I'm gonna set right off. Put one on this main trail that's coming down through here. But as we go down and turn, there's bush hog trails where they've brush hogged through all that stuff. And there's tracks on it, and there's obvious coyote usage. All this rain, I was looking for scat, but I know they're using it running through that, hunting with the wind. So we're gonna put our first one right here. And we're gonna start working through these. We're gonna start working through these brush hog trails, and just pop sets in them right in the middle of the 2 tracks. See, we got this X right here. I'm just gonna pop a dirt hole, big mound right here. Something flashy, let him know somebody buried something right there. Stay tuned, guys. Let me get my stuff together. It's gonna be a test run. This is, I don't know if y'all can see that. Billingsley brand lures, Texas Canyon brakes. I don't know if that's the name of it, or it says it's a Pates formula. I've never had any of Billingsley, but it didn't freeze in the bed of the truck, so we'll see what it does. do it. Shot a Trapper Jay's old fuck. Cold weather, I'm telling you. They go crazy for that skunk smell. Being over here, hopefully no mice get in it anytime soon. Put that there, you step right over. Alright, first set in on a new farm. Stay tuned, guys. You can see we just came from down there with that set coming this way. And I'm coming across this fence line. Right here is a pretty solid entrance here. You got a little smaller ones here and here. That's more than likely all deer coming. And your predators are here and here. They're cutting through, funneling in these little spots right here. And hunting in this thick shit. So right on this point right here, makes a good spot for predators to cross. They've been, see the big deer trails here, but you got the small game trail right here. So we're gonna pop one in right here on this corner. And something new about this season, this side of the fence has got some trails bush hogged through it along the edge of the timber there. It runs down that far side over there and up this side. That's going to be some key places a man needs to put some traps in the ground as well. Especially where they come up out of that bottom of the woods to hunt. They come up here and get in this thick stuff. I mean, this is a bobcat coyote's haven right here. So we'll make us a cubby set for bobcat pretty soon, but right now this is good flat running area for some coyote set. All right, we went with Rusty Johnson Lucky down the hole and Trapper Jay All Predator lure down the hole and a little fox urine. This is set number 2. All right, set number 3. Going with a blob of Top Dog Arctic. And some wool left in that other one. I'm gonna do some of that Mad Dog gland lure that I had so much luck with last year. I don't know why I'm hunting for a stick, but I am. Here we go. This is a call gland lure. Man, that shit just fell. That auger's the way to go. I had about got used to using my dirt hole tool, but when the ground's like this, hell, I can plug him holes a heck of a lot faster with that drill than fooling with that knockout dirt hole tool. So what we got's this trail right through here where they're coming out of this opening and crossing. There's another crossing right here before that cedar tree. And it looks like small game. The deer are walking down this way, but small game are coming across right here, and they come up and cross here too. So I'm gonna plug a double right there, about 20 yards in front of us, 15 yards. Yeah, that's about 25 foot from here. I'm gonna put a double right there because if that pack comes through to hunt this stuff here, if they're coming from that side of the farm, they're gonna cross right here, just pinch point. I mean, this bottlenecks them down right here. So definitely want to put a double here, and then I want to get over here on this trail along this side of the timber and see where they're running right there. Since it's bush hogged this year, I've never trapped that side. So it's bush hogged. I'm gonna look for sign and maybe put a few sets over there. And then you guys see how it Y's right there and then right there? Well, that trail's cut all the way through that stuff to back there where we started. It makes a big loop. So I want to get in there and catch it on that back side of the timber, some in the center, some on this edge, maybe some right up this fence row. It's already like 1:30, so I'm not gonna get all my sets in the ground today, but we're gonna try to at least get a dozen in. And then tomorrow when we come check, as we're checking, we'll set a few more, and we'll keep that up for the first 2 to 3 days until we get the full line built. And I want to end with, you know, on this place here, it's not that big. It's just under 100 acres on this place. You know, I'd like to stop at 35, 40 sets, something like that. And then we got the farm on the way back in. The deer hunters are all fit now. I'm gonna start swinging in there and get a dozen or so traps there. It's like 65, 70 acres. I'd like to at least put 15 or 20 in there. That's historically been a pretty good farm as well. We should be loading fur pretty much every day. So we'll see how it goes, guys. Stay tuned. We're gonna get the next set in. All right, guys, here's set number 4. I'm gonna use some of my old bait I made a couple years ago. It's a bobcat base. Got a lot of beaver tail. Oil in it and sacks. I've caught a lot of dogs with it. It works real good in the summer, but I thought, hell, it's in the 4-wheeler, why not use some of it? Let's throw a shot of Trapper Jay's Stinky Beaver on here. Ow! Damn, I grabbed that thorn. That somebody's run right in my damn finger. Got him. This is that double up there. We got that other one right up there. I was gonna make a flat set and I hit that big rock right there and there was more under it, so I just stopped and just made it thinner, kept it up high. But it's right here along this corner. It's right here along this corner where they're running. Wind to work for me either direction, north or south. I'm gonna ride this edge and look for trails coming out. It's real thick up there and no trails, so they're popping up this bottom through here, I'm sure. We might catch one in that pencil where it kind of bottlenecks down into there, and we'll see how it looks on that backside as well. So stay with me, guys. We're getting sets in the ground. I just checked that trail coming out right below the last set we put that double in, just 20 feet down to the thicket, right coming out. That main trail was loaded with coyote tracks, and there was a lot of deer track in it too, but you could tell the coyote tracks were there before the rain done beat them, but they were in there. And I've got a few right in here coming and going. See, it goes off over that bench and then it drops back down. It hits that bottom, comes back up the other side. They're running it, working their way through this, working them edges. So we're gonna pop us a dirt hole in right here, kind of in the face as they come, if they work this way or this way. Easy to check it. I don't have to come right to it. I can just hit that opening right there and look over here with my binos. Well, hell, even without binos, you'll see something jumping or not. But the majority of these we can just ride right by and never bother. In frame. Yeah. At the same time, we want it to kind of just want them off that edge right there, because they don't work that. Yeah, it'll work. Go a little lucky down the hole. Let's do a little. Little caving jodel dog. It don't take a lot. Deep hole like that, you don't have a whole heck of a lot to worry about as far as shoving it down in there, because they got to work at it regardless. All right. So we had lucky predator bait, caving jodel dog gland lure, and a shot of fox urine with it. All right, guys, here's set number 6. And we're gonna run some of my chunk bait, I call it. We're gonna run some of this chunk bait down it. And other than the benzoate, I don't think I put any. Yeah, I put a little glycol. Yeah, I did. So I do have a little freeze-proof stuff on this. Okay. First thing first, use my bait. Now we're doing some all predator lure. Trapper drag down the hole. And then I want to hit a shot of oh fuck down the hole. Just because we got these sub-zero temperatures coming tomorrow, and I want plenty of rank coming up out of that hole. On to the next one. I was gonna put one down here, and I still might, but I need to get over there and get a couple in the middle of that thick stuff. I need to get a couple sets in that. I had a lot of action there last season, but we may pop one in this bottom and then one over there, because really we got now, get out of the sun. The way it is now right here at this bottleneck on this side, we just put this set in, and on that side of the fence row where they run through at, I don't know, another 20 yards, we're really doubling again on that side of the fence row, so we're covering whichever one he's running. So we've really slick put in like 3 sets of double, and then than that one off on its own. But I mean, a farm like this, if it's good enough for one set, it's good enough for two, and may even be good enough for three. Okay, guys, this is the next set. I don't know what number we're on. 6, 7, maybe 7 or 8 now. It's a flat set. I got that hole straight down where they got to get on it to have any doings with it. I'm plumb out of Top Dog Arctic. This is the last bit of it. I just ordered another 16-ounce jar though. So, Top Dog Arctic down the hole. And then some of my Bobcat Super All-Call. This shit is rank. But I've caught dogs on it just as well as I have Bobcat. It's a long call lure. Linen makes it. It's the best stuff for bobcats. It is some killer stuff, guys. Hey guys, just got a flat set in. We're back on this side of the place. We was over there on the other side. You got these trails coming through here. It's just a bottleneck pinch between the two. Got a flat set put right here. Gonna try some of these I won last year. I'm gonna use this Final Step by Sawmill Creek. I'm gonna use that for the bait down this hole. And this is called Wolfing Bait and Lure Sunday Jackpot. It's a food-based call lure. Coyote, fox, bobcat, badger, and wolf. So we'll see, guys. Just do a little experiment on this episode. Okay. Huh. It's got a little taint of a smell. It ain't too nasty smelling. That's always a good sign. Means you won't draw in a bunch of freaking birds and stuff. Some of that stuff you get so darn rank. Smells like roadkill. Huh. Definitely smell this as a I ain't gonna put much down it. Sunday Jackpot. Oh. I made a flat spot right there. You don't want a flat spot. Beside your trap pan, because they'll put their foot there instead of on your pan. Looks like one really buried something up here. So we're gonna go in with a little chunk of Lucky down the hole. We're gonna put some of Trapper Jay's Old Fuck down the hole. Good long call. back here in this thick stuff. And I'm gonna put a glob of, well, I'll tell you what I'll do there. Oh, I hope I didn't spill that. Take a twig. Get a glob of this yodel dog. Throw down the hole too. It's some good stuff. If I'm going to do one of those type of sets and I'm expecting snow and ice, I make sure I'm using a good 4-coil spring trap, because you're already, you know, packing that dirt and stuff on top. And then you're going to get that 2-3 inches of snow sitting there above it. And then if that can freeze and be ice, even though you're setting your traps bedded in dirt, wax dirt, you know, you still got to bust up out of that ice. And it can be a little slow with a 2-spring, and you get a toenail catch a lot of times like that. Oh, there's some deer right here. Coming right up on us. Let's see. See if I can see what he is. I might take the next few nights, make some wax dirt up. I always say every summer I'm gonna make a barrel full, and I get busy. And just luckily I had that peat moss left in the attic from 2 years ago in a barrel. I sifted a block and then put it in a plastic drum and put it up in my attic where it's real dry. And I didn't fool with it at all until just this go around here. Another thing I like to do is tie on a trap marker on these places that I ain't, you know, just getting the line started. That orange will stick out for me, and let them know if they come back here to look out. All right, guys, we got that done. We got this end took care of, that end took care of. I'm gonna run up this trail right here, put us a couple going up that way. And I would really like a double right here. Like, we got this step down here, and you got all these trails. This is 4 trails coming together, which I'm gonna try to pick them up through here as well. But I almost think it wouldn't hurt to throw one in, say right here, and you know, X marks the spot. Even though that's right there, I don't think it'd hurt a bit. Put a couple side by side here, because it's just too good. And odds are, coming from that way, we're gonna pick them up in them other sets, but you never know. I would like to get this backside finished up today, but I may just set a double here and we finish that up down that side tomorrow. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. We'll get another set in the ground. All right, guys, got another step down dirt hole we put in right here. It's a good 4 or 5 inch step down. It's right here where another one comes together. That other one's down there on that point. We put that She Traps mouse meat from Dunlap, the purple kind. I put it in. And then we put in some Red Fox from Cavens and a shot of fox urine in the back. We're gonna give that a try. And then I had that trail camera I pulled yesterday on the little farm. So I got it here, and there's no trees around. I could go set it on something we already done, but I'm right here stopping for the day. So I just stuck it right here in the ground, got it on video mode and picture. And we're gonna see if we can capture on video 5 foot away of a coyote getting caught. He's out of the catch circle. He can't reach the camera. And if it spooks him, if it bothers him, just kind of test it and see. And seriously, he's liable to come up and just hike his leg and piss on it. But I mean, I got it. I'm coming back in the morning, so I thought, why not throw it here and let's see what happens. See, it's right there. And then right here is your step down. Closest trees, you know, are way over there, them little piddly ones. And then all this stuff will be setting it off, so. We do it like that, it shouldn't be triggered by the wind and stuff. So, all right, guys, set day one's in the books. We got about 30 minutes before dark, so I gotta get back to the truck, get all this loaded before dark, so. I'm gonna leave it loaded. We're coming back in the morning, check sets, and we'll put some more out when we come back in the morning. I brought, I think I brought 16, 18 with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 left. So we got like a dozen, 12, 13 in, something like that. So I'm not 100% sure on the number. I mean, I just have to stop and think about it and write it down. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming along. Catch you right back here in the morning for check day one on the new farm. So stay tuned. Whew. All right, guys, let's go see what we got into today. Nothing touched that one. Nothing touched that one. We got one over that side of the field. We'd be able to see something jumping if it was in there. Nothing in that set. Well, guys, it was a absolute bust this morning, which I figured it would be. I mean, this is the 3rd or 4th season trapping this place, and I've never caught anything on day one. We got strong north winds for the next few days, so we're definitely gonna sit on that backside. Get a couple traps, a handful of sets put in on that backside. So that's blowing all through this thick stuff as they get on the move hunting. They'll be able to smell it. But we got a pinch right here. Same thing. Trail cutting back through. Main trail here, fence line there. I mean, a lot of ideal spots for cable restraints, but generally the landowner's dog will come back here and get caught the first couple of days I'm here trapping, and then it freaks out, panics, and stays away until I'm done out here. Like when I pull up, it runs plumb the other way. So I'm hoping it doesn't, but I always wait till after about 4 or 5 days of trapping before I put cable restraints out. I mean, they're just like a leash on a dog. They're not going to kill it if their pet did get in it. You know, it's just easier to get his foot out of a foothold than it is to, you know, cut that cable and back the lock back off and get him free. Like I can put a catch pole on their dog and get over there and release the foot, and when I let him go, he'll run off. I don't want to try to get a cable restraint off his neck and try to hold him with a catch. I mean, it's just way harder and way bigger chance of being bit. So I give it about a week till he's used to staying the hell away, and then I'll run my restraints. Just popped a set in here right quick on this point. I drove that bone in the ground, and I just put a little gland lure on the front side of it up under, and I fit it with fox piss right on this front side. Nothing on the back. And then I drove it into the ground real good with my hammer to stick it, so he just can't grab it and go. He's got to fool with it and pull and finagle a little, then he'll get it. But hopefully in the mix of that, he wants to work it from the front, so, because that's where all the scent is, he's gonna come around through it. And normally I'd blend that a little better, put grass covers over it, but I know we're getting a little dust and the snow before it dark today, and the snow's gonna cover it right up, so there's no sense in me sitting here and clipping and blending that like a pure flat set. So I think it'll be fine like that. I'm gonna pop a cell camera right there, hang my flyer right here. When you're in somewhere thick on property, if it's personal or private property, and you know it's nobody's gonna be fooling with your stuff like this, I always bring yellow tape. Public land, trapping out of state and stuff, I would not recommend doing this. I was looking at this crossing trail, there's a lot of deer track, but I just found a pile of scat right here. Waterlogged from all that rain. But we're gonna use it. It's another X in the bush hogging trails. You got it going that way. Got one going there, feeding back into that. I mean, this is a perfect crossing that makes it easy for these coyotes to hunt. So, gonna plug a set in right here right quick, and then we're gonna shoot on down so that north wind works for us here. All right, guys, got this set made at the X right here. Put that old scat around it. Dirt hole plugged in here. We got another one right up there. But I put Lucky predator bait down the hole, Stinky Beaver lure, and I took some of my Lennon's Super Call. It's an all call, real long call lure, really strong. And I took it and I put some up in this sapling right here, up about 6 foot high, so that wind will carry it across all this really good. I just brushed the liquid on it. I didn't let no chunks down. It just something to put that scent there. And then the stick I used to put the scent in, I threw it back down the dirt hole right here. Hey guys, just finished this one up here. Right there. Just looks like a tight dirt hole. I'm gonna leave this big bump up right here. It's pushed up where I peeled that back, because it just looks like something's really been digging in after it right here. And anything, he'll have to step over that. And that creates gravity, which creates weight, which creates pressure on the pan. So, another set in. Guys, how freaking unreal is this? You know what that is? That is off my sod buster. She broke right there. I always use the side and tap up on my anchor driver. And I guess it finally got weak and popped. I got one I made years ago, but the head's a little heavier than this one, and I always like this one, but I've only trapped with this thing, this hammer here, this is the 3rd season trapping with this one. Yeah, I got this in 2020 is when I got it, when my other one broke. Which it was a wood handle when I had before broke this one. Damn, I wouldn't thought that thing would have broke right there. I might be able to pop that plate off and weld my own plate back on too, instead of welding one right on top of it. I don't know. Anyways, last set of the day. Let me get this sucker put in right in the middle of this. It breaks. I'm gonna try this stuff again. I don't think it, well, let me see. Yeah, it didn't freeze. Rotten. Yodel dog. Small frog. Did a big step down dirt hole again. boys. Some wild looking stuff. So we put the Pate's formula from Billingsley for our bait. And then we did some old fuck from Trapper J down the hole. And then I put some Yodel Dog from Cavens right below the sheep's oil. That Yodel Dog is I tell you what, it was my #1 coyote lure until last year when I come across, or the year before, I think it was last year, that Mad Dog, they call it. Windy Ridge makes it. Windy Ridge Trapping Lures, I think is what they're called. They're out of West Virginia, maybe. I don't remember, but I got their information and I just ordered 2 of the 4-ounce jugs. These are the 1 ounce. I just refill this because it's easier to carry on the line. But I just bought me 2 of them 4-ounce ones, so I have them put up. You know, so I'm not worried about needing them when season gets here. And I've got some tincture at the house I pulled last season I need to get mixed in with some bait. And so I got some better trapping bait for these cold days. You need that skunk smell in your bait when you're having sub-zero temperatures. I don't know what it is, but they love it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Happy Sunday, guys. I'll catch you guys right back here on the next check day. Hopefully we got some fur bouncing tomorrow, guys.